Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back with another video, and since today is Monday, I am going to do my third installment of my Album of the Week series. Uh, and I kind of had a hard time choosing what band and what album to do for this week, but I think I decided on a pretty good one. And in this, I'm going to be talking about. Well, first of all, before I get into what it is, I've been on a Slipknot kick recently to get prepared for their new album, We're Not Your Kind, that comes out August 9th, I believe. I'm really looking forward to that. And this is coming from a guy who is known for not really being the biggest Slipknot fan in the world, but they are coming around for me. Or maybe I'm coming around to them, however that saying goes. But yeah, I've been on a Slipknot kick recently, and I've been checking out some of the deeper cuts that don't really get a lot of attention, I guess. And for that reason, I'm going to choose Slipknot's 2008 album, All Hope Is Gone, for my album of the week for this week. And it's ironic because I said that I was going to be looking into some of the deeper cuts on this album, and I will, but I'm also going to get to the singles, which is kind of what drew me to this album. So, the first song I want to talk about is the song Psychosocial, which is one of Slipknot's most popular songs, and it's not hard to see why. Because, I mean, I understand perfectly that this is not the heaviest Slipknot has ever been. Although I have not fully listened to their debut release from 1999 or their album Iowa that came out in 2001 or sometime in the early 2000s, I have not listened to those. But I have heard some songs from both of those albums. And I know they were a lot heavier. But I definitely think that All Hope Is Gone is a good mix of, the heavier side of Slipknot that everyone's used to, as well as the more melodic side, especially when it comes to vocalist Corey Taylor, who I've become a very big fan of in recent years, I would say. But yeah, the song Psychosocial is probably my third favorite song from this album. Uh, I mean, it's got everything you want. It's got a good build up, great instrumentation from everyone in the band. It's got a great mix of, heavy vocals from Corey Taylor as well as that infectious chorus. And you guys know how I am when it comes to catchy choruses and stuff. Oh, that hook is what gets me. And the way that Corey Taylor delivers the lyrics in the chorus of Psychosocial, just it gets me every time, especially with that last line. Uh, you know, where he's talking about the preservation of the martyr in me. I don't know why, for some reason that line in particular really latches on to me. Yeah. And next I'm going to skip around a bit. Next I'm going to talk about the song Snuff. Now, I had no idea that Snuff was actually one of the more popular ones from this album. I always thought that it was a deep cut that never really got that much attention. Until I recently found out that there's a music video for this song. And this is definitely one of the softest, well, probably the softest song on this album. And it really shows you just how much range Corey Taylor has in his singing voice. I mean, it's a slow, kind of acoustically driven song to start off with. And it's very chilling, it's very haunting. Definitely a different side of Corey Taylor for someone who may not know that Slipknot, or even his other band, Stone Sour for that matter, they probably wouldn't know that Slipknot has that side because all they've ever seen is the heavy side. But Yeah, Snuff is definitely a great song. It's probably my second favorite from this album. Uh, it's, I mean, it's just very emotional, very raw, very chilling, very heartbreaking song. Definitely relatable for people going through relationship issues. And there's a line in this song as well that really stands out to me, and I think it's in the second verse, and Corey sings it so well. He says, "I only wish you weren't my friend so that I could hurt you in the end." And I'm like, wow. I mean, you can tell that he went through some stuff, and that line just latched on to me. I mean, it's a great song overall. I'm going to talk about uh, one more song, and this is my favorite Slipknot song of all time, and that is the single "Dead Memories." I don't care what anyone says. "Dead Memories" is my favorite Slipknot song. Now, what I love most about this song is, once again, the catchiness of it, how well it's built up, and once again, Corey Taylor's clean vocal performances. And actually, my favorite part in this whole song is actually the bridge, where it has that slow guitar build, and you hear Corey Taylor's voice, with that distorted, faint whispering, where he says, "Dead visions in your name," and what's the other one? Oh, "Dead fingers in my veins." That's my favorite part of the whole song. Kind of sends a chill down my spine every time I listen to that part, because I get so excited every time I hear it. And that's how you know a song is good, is if there's parts about the song that aren't even the main parts, but it still finds a way to creep into your brain. That's the way I describe it anyway. And yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about right now. And I hope to people who are undecided on how they feel about Slipknot. Look, I used to be one of you. I used to be someone who thought that they could never ever get into a band as heavy as Slipknot. But over my musical journey, I definitely now understand and realize that Slipknot is nowhere near the heaviest band out there. And it's not like I'm making it my mission to find the heaviest music, and it's not. Obviously, my taste goes as far as metalcore. You guys all know that's my favorite genre right now. Who knows if I'll ever go heavier. But anyway, when it comes to Slipknot, if the masks scare you, if the lyrics scare you, just go into it with an open mind as best you can, and just, I'm sure you'll find something relatable. I always thought that I could never relate to heavy music, that I could never relate to rock and metalcore and whatever other subgenre you want to throw in. But I find that not only do I relate to this genre, this is the most relatable that I have ever felt when it comes to music. And just how heartfelt and so full of emotion and empowerment, really. And I don't know if I've ever felt that when I listen to any other type of music. I mean, not really, anyway. It just depends, but just give these guys a chance. Slipknot is becoming one of my favorite bands now. And if you would have asked me if Slipknot were in my favorite bands like 5 or 10 years ago, I would have said no. There's no way I could like Slipknot. But I do. And I'm not going to go too long. I'm already 9.5 minutes into this video. But yeah, guys, Slipknot's 2008 album, All Hope Is Gone, is my album of the week for this week. And I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoy. What do you think of this album? Do you think it's one of their best? Do you think it's one of their weakest albums? Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.